Hello everyone, it is Mike here and welcome. We are finally here, 24. And this is the first one. So we're going to see how it goes. It's all going to be random creations. You've seen a couple of these people already this year, but there is going to be some new faces. And I can already tell you there's going to be a different camera angle, kind of a different system, but we're going to see how good it is. It's going to be a test for what is later to come. But yeah, this is the first one officially for 24. And we're kicking things off with Snorlax. It's good to see him. And a lot of these people you're going to see, they always are the first ones to show up. I've noticed that kind of a trend over the years of doing this for so long that certain people always come back. And I noticed it this year. There's a couple that you always see in the first one. But Snorlax is here. And who is he going to be facing off with? And it is going to be Freddy Krueger. Oh, wow. What a matchup. And talk about, this is cool because Snorlax sleeps a lot. So you talk about a nightmare. This is the worst time to sleep for Snorlax. And I have to admit, this is a great Freddy, whoever did this, and in the time they had to do it, because this is the first couple days it's been out. And yeah, I recall in 23, it took a while to get a good Freddy. This year, they did it spot on. So, congratulations. That's a hard creation. It's not an easy one. And a lot of people have attempted it over the years, and some people get it perfect, and some people not so much. But I have to say that is one of the best ones I've seen. So, congrats on whoever created that. Make sure you download it also. And number 3 is the Flash. So the Flash coming in at number 3. And yeah, there's a new camera angle. You can see him come in from the ramp, which is awesome. I think that's really a cool feature. But hopefully we get some other stuff also. And I try to decrease the crowd sound, because the crowd gets a little too loud. And the Joker is number 4. And I'm expecting a little bit of glitching the first week especially. Definitely some moves that are going to be botched. And so much for the Joker. He did not make it at all. Wow, he just got eliminated right off. And that was a cool elimination. So, I don't think we saw we saw a little bit of clotheslines last year. But we saw a lot of the 23 didn't have really great eliminations. So we'll see how it stacks up here. And number 5 is Peter Griffin. And there goes Snorlax, so another clothesline. And yeah, we're going to have so far I've seen a lot of new creations. We're going to have a couple new ones here tonight. But I can confirm that so far it looks pretty good. There was an issue doing this, and hopefully they change it soon. For some reason, I could not put people in with 2 attires. So I had to go in, delete their second attire. It was such a pain. And it seems to be not just for the creations, but also some of the other people as well. I had this issue with. Now, I don't know if I had this issue day one, or this is a new thing that's happened, but yeah, I've seen that, and a little bit concerning, but I think they'll fix it. I hope they fix it. Maybe at the time you're seeing this, they have. So, number 7 is Carl, and I will go ahead and give my shout out to Lucas, who does an amazing job every year. Works very hard on his creations. You're going to see Peter, Carl, I believe he made Carl, Urkel, and Eric Cartman. All created by Lucas. Lucas does an amazing job. And he pulled an all-nighter, he said. So he puts a lot of time and effort into them. So make sure you download his, especially. And I've never had any glitch problems out of them or corrupted data out of any of his. And Lotso is number 8. And Squidward, I love Squidward because I'm basically Squidward. I do not like SpongeBob. So I'm basically Squidward at this point. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and so you don't have to see that the rest of the time. And there goes Flash. So another elimination there. Okay, so that's pretty weird. When I did that, it seemed to erase the number, which is crazy. So maybe I can put it back on, but I'm going to go ahead and go with this as it is right now. But since I know who everyone is. But that would stink if I was doing anime and I canceled that off. I'm sure I can put it back on, but I'm not going to mess with it right now. And look at Squidward here going after Freddy. And Lotso. Look at this. Man, we have a battle. And we're about to get another one. I put it on 30-second entrance intervals. So there goes Squidward. And who's going to be in here next? And sometimes I should have left that thing on, but I'll see who it is once they get in here. Oh, it's Michael Mercer. For some reason, I should have recognized the orange. I couldn't see it really good from where I'm sitting, but Mercer's from Walking Dead, and as soon as I saw Mercer, I was like, I gotta get Mercer. And Freddy's been eliminated. Yeah, Mercer's a pretty hardcore character. I didn't like the newer stuff in Walking Dead, but I did like his character. If I have to say anything good about, he better watch. Oh man, and that's a good elimination by Carl. And we got all 3 of Lucas's people here. I believe he made Carl. I'm pretty sure he makes him every year. So, I know he made Peter and Eric. And I have noticed some really cool features. First of all, the loading screen is a lot faster. A lot faster than usual. That's a good feature. I like this camera angle. It's new. We'll do both, I'm sure. Depending on if you all like it or not. And Bane. Oh, Bane's here. Awesome. I am noticing a little bit of the screen is doing some stuff because of all the creative stuff on the screen. I'm sure it's causing some of that. But it's still, I think it's an improvement so far. Besides that attire thing, they got to fix that. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to put anyone in a rumble with a second attire. And here comes Homer. And wow, so much for Bane, man. Bane. It's kind of a little bit easy to eliminate some of these people. Bane just went out like that. Kind of disappointing there. But I learned my lesson in 22. I learned my lesson in 22 because in 22, I didn't put any settings on for entrances. And I got wrecked. I mean, by the time. It took an hour and a half. I basically shot a movie. Hour and a half to finish that. And here comes He-Man. Of course, he's always back for the first one. I think we have some big Masters of the Universe people, which I'm sure they would love to see He-Man do this. I mean, I can't blame them. That was a little bit before my time, that show. I've heard nothing but great things, but it was before my time, so I never got to enjoy Masters of the Universe. I'm sure it's great. I grew up on Mighty Morphin, Batman animated series, stuff like that. And who are we getting next? It is Urkel. And look at Cartman here. Going after the He-Man. Yeah, I've noticed you notice some little stuff on the screen where it's causing some problems. And Better Call Saul's here. Saul Goodman. He might get. Oh wow, he actually made it. Almost got eliminated. Yeah, Saul Goodman's here. He was on. I think last year he was on day one. Rumble 1. And well, at least Homer tried. They have problems with that elimination. Sometimes, especially last year, it did not work well. And yeah, I'm definitely noticing some lagging, but it's not from my end. It's from the games. And Spider-Man 2099 is here. He's always a day one creation as well. Yeah, someone must be making all the Breaking Bad people, because I always see them all on there. On like the first or second day. So that's awesome. I'm a big Breaking Bad fan. So that's just amazing to see. And who's going to be next? And it is Eric Draven. I recently watched The Crow. I don't know if I'm excited for the remake. I don't think anyone can replace Brandon Lee. I'm super excited for The Crow. I'll tell you what, the Crow villain is just so over the top, but he's such a good villain. But he just he says all this weird stuff that doesn't make any sense. And he just does not, he feels so out of place. But it works. He's such a cheesy villain. But I think all the villains in The Crow are pretty cheesy, but yeah, Brandon Lee, man, nobody's ever going to replace the legend. I know I like Skarsgård too, but I don't know how I feel about this movie. I'm going to give it a chance though, because Skarsgård did a lot better with it, I think, than Tim Curry. But that's my personal opinion. But Skarsgård also had. Oh wow, yeah, we saw a little bit. Yeah, look there. See a little bit of that screen glitching a little bit. Skarsgård also had effects 20 years ahead, so it's kind of an unfair matchup. I do think Tim's version is creepier, but I think because of the updated effects and, you know, comparing the 90s to the 2017, I believe it was 2017 that movie came out, I feel like Skarsgård had the advantage. And Anton is here from No Country for Old Men. He is the villain from that, played by Javier Bardem. And he is a great villain. And I was excited to see him on here. We've never, I believe, ever had him on here. So that's awesome. And here comes Gordon Ramsay. And Urkel, another missed opportunity, and they just, for some reason, cannot get that one right. They might get it right a couple times, but I still think it's improved because it was a lot worse than that. But for some reason, that elimination, they struggle with. And we're seeing a double team, which I don't think we saw a lot of last year. That was big in 19. Got a lot of double teams in 19. And Anton. And we got 2099 versus Homer. And there goes Gordon. I like the boots back. And yeah, and Homer's done also. So there is some, they didn't use that a lot last year. So that's a good, that's a good addition. I mean, I'm sure they used it a little, but it wasn't as much as they're using it right now. Man, I miss Better Call Saul. I miss the Breaking Bad universe so much. It was so awesome. And here comes another Sonny character. We had one in earlier. I think this is Mac. Yeah, it's Mac. And yeah, we're about to get another person. Wow. And I'm not going to I probably made a mistake by not putting the names back up, but I know these people pretty well, but except for, I think this is a new person. Yeah, I think this is the one no, that's Blade. Okay, that's Blade. Still hard seeing him come down the ramp sometimes. Yeah, Blade's in the house. Blade versus Draven, that's a great matchup. Two rated R icons, kind of, you know, that gothic vibe. And look at Saul trying to strangle 2099. Yeah, I don't want to mess with anything because the last thing I want to do is go into free mode on the camera. And here comes the baby. So the big giant baby is here. Saul just got pulverized. Yeah, we're still experiencing some. It's like the screen's lagging a little bit or something. I don't know what it is. And here comes Skeletor. So yeah, you always see He-Man and Skeletor day one. I think they're made by the same person. And Saul going after Mac. Pulling his fingers back. Saul's doing a pretty good job. Usually Saul doesn't do too well. And poor Skeletor just got in here. And Anton got him. Yeah, I forget what the Birds team's called, but it's Mac and Dennis. And I downloaded both of them. And it's a wrestling episode. It's been a while since I've watched the show. It's been a couple of years now. I watched the new season, but it's been a while since I've seen that episode. I actually binge-watched every single episode of that series, which I loved. And I thought it was hilarious. However, I think I still haven't seen a couple episodes because a couple episodes got banned for like certain reasons. I don't know exactly why. There's a couple episodes of South Park I can't watch either that got banned. And there goes Saul, but he still lasted almost 10 minutes. And of course I made the baby, so make sure you get him if you see him on there. He's going to be tough to get out. And here comes Mr. Clean. He's back. Here to clean this Rumble up. He-Man's the one to beat, I think, right now, though. Draven's been in here for a little bit. And see, Draven didn't do nothing. That's not good. I hate, obviously, there's still a little bit of problems. And I'm sure they're going to have more updates, and hopefully it doesn't make it worse. Because sometimes they do updates, and, well, that was with 20. So I can't really compare it to that. And uh-oh. Anton trying to get rid of He-Man's still in it. And look at Draven. Draven's in trouble. And Draven is finished. And look at Blade. He's going to get powerbombed out also, which is a bummer. Man, I like both of them. And is that the one that's new? Yes, it's Gabriel from Malignant. Great movie. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. He's basically it's the killer from the movie. I'm not going to tell you a lot about the character. It's not like a big spoiler or anything, but I don't want to tell you anything else about the character. I highly recommend that you watch that movie, though. If I had like a list of recommendations for movies, Malignant is definitely one of them. It's just so... It's one of those movies, though, something happens in the movie, and it's a game changer, for sure. And you're either going to love it, or you're going to think, oh my goodness, this is so dumb. It's one of the two. It can't be both. I loved it, though. And here comes Price. And Harry Wharton. I love Harry Wharton. He's one of my favorites. He's definitely one of my favorites. And there goes Mac. Yeah, Wharton is a legend, man. And Anton is done. So clean gets rid of him. And look at the tombstone from Gabriel. That is awesome. And the baby. I'm telling you, the baby's going to be tough. He is going to be tough. And Jason's in the house. He-Man's been in here forever. He is going to be, I don't know, he could go far. I mean, he definitely has potential. But he's doing a really good job. Not so good for Skeletor. I think Skeletor always has bad luck here. We're about to get our next entry. Dracula. Dracula in the house. And look here. Yeah, so much for that. He just literally got a stake to the heart. I mean, come on. He just arrived, and I'm telling you, my baby destroys everybody. My baby destroys everyone. No one is a match for it. And He-Man's looking the biggest threat of all of them. Of course, Jason as well. You never know with him. And Jason takes care of Harry. But uh-oh. Yeah, I think number 30 was Dracula, and yeah, so much for that. Oh, that was a sad one. That was a sad number 30. Can you imagine being the mother of that baby and having to change that diaper? Oh my goodness. 500 pounds of filth. That would be terrible. I feel sorry for the mother of that child. Oh, man, I didn't want to see him go. I wanted to at least see him in the final two. But He-Man, I mean, he had a heck of a run. I think he was in there, I don't know how long. Maybe close to 20 minutes. Oh my goodness, he just keeps on picking him up by the face and just slamming him over and over again. Oh man, somehow Clean survived. I'm telling you, I don't know if they can take down my baby. This baby was built for war, I'm telling you. He's kind of too overpowered though, but they've had some opportunities. They just, Draven had one, I believe, and he just didn't do anything. And then there might have been a couple other ones throughout that just weren't successful. They're not going to lift him out. But there's other things that they can do. And I have this momentum on fast. So. And there goes Clean. So we are down to 2, and if anyone can take down the baby, it's Jason. Because Jason's tough. Oh, see, he could have had him there. But it's that move and the one where they use their knees. Those two, and look, oh my goodness. We had a frozen baby there. Oh, he had him, though. He literally had him. And he's dragging him. Uh-oh. And see, he's just... Oh, he's going to use the... Okay, there you go. Yeah, nobody can defeat my baby. I'm sure somebody could, but Jason just did not go through with it. And that's kind of disappointing. And that's happened the last couple years, but, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news for my own creation, but Big Baby... Don't you dare, do not point at that sign. You're not going. Cut the fireworks. You're not going to WrestleMania. Cut out the fire. Now they've added fireworks to make them more excited. He's not going. I don't care what number he came in. I know he came in a reasonable, next time I'm going to have the numbers up. That's my bad. I just didn't want to, I need to test things out and work things out a little bit more, but I just wanted to give you that presentation. Instead of going in, I did the presentation before going into this. And then once I took out that menu so you didn't have to see that, it somehow took out the numbers and the names. So I'll have to look into it to make things better. But I hope you all enjoyed it. I mean, overall it was pretty good. Seems a little bit of the same vein, a little bit of maybe a slightly little bit better, but not that great yet. Maybe there'll be some updates, and they gotta change the attire. If you have a second attire, I'm having trouble putting them in, unless they're the first person for some reason. But anyway, the Big Baby's not going to WrestleMania because we're not going to change his diaper at WrestleMania, and we don't want to hear him cry at WrestleMania, so he's not going, no matter what. I don't care what number he was. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it, and we're going to have a lot more of these. A lot more, so make sure you look out for them. And I will see you all later.